Hello everyone, I am Sheikh Naimuddin pursuing BCom final year in Nizam College. It is a part of partial fulfillment for the requirement for the award of degree of commerce, a project on Swift. Welcome to the sixth section of Swift programming language. In this section we're gonna be covering of control flows. Before before we begin, I just like to outline what exactly is meant by control flow. When we talk about controlling the flow, we are effectively deciding which statements get performed in which order. There there are a few different examples of this, and over the next few lessons we are going to review the most important aspects of them. These elements allow you to create complex and intelligent programs by implementing concepts such as decision making, repeating statements, and even stopping the program. So let's get this party started with four loops. For loop and Swift are identical to those found in Objective-C and Java. So if you come from the background, this will look extremely familiar too. They are designed to iterate or move through a list of items. First type of desire we'll find is called A for condition increment loop. So let's take a quick look at the syntax of this. So I have copied it and pasted in this code here, and what I have got is full conditional for conditional loop. So how does it works? Well, we are recently covered operators, so we can read this and it starts to make sense. So where a equal to 0, that's pretty standard. That's my for conditional until a is less than 10. Increment it by 1 and each time print the line which we have over here. So you can see it going from 0 through to 9. So what I'm saying is, in human terms, take something and then add something to it until it reaches a certain point. One of the practicalities of this, well, let's take an array. So I'm gonna create an array just here. So for all, right, and define that as an array. So I have created an array there and you see it's empty. Now what I want to do is I want to create a random number and add that into the array. So before I do that, let's quickly create some code here. I'm gonna call that random, and don't worry about this. Is a useful function to know that it's artful random, and what that does it generate a random number. I specifically want to have this as integers. So artful random generates a random number modulus, gives me the remainder and then of 100. So what I am doing is I am dividing that by 100 and I am getting the remainder. So that's always gonna give me a name and a number between 0 and 99, or 0 and 100, and not include then 100. So if I was to keep on pressing enter, you see over here, every time I do that, it changes the changes the random number that I have. So what I could do if I wanted to add in a random number each time is just continue creating a bunch of random numbers. But that would be complete waste of time. It's not code efficient, and I got into programming because I hate repetitive tasks. I want to solve a program just to do that right here, and we do that very simply by taking this piece of code here. I'm putting it inside, and as you can see it's repeating that 10 times. Now what want to do is I want to take my array and I want to add a new object, random, and if I now look at the array, you see several I have 10 new random numbers, all generated between 0 and 100. As it works the other way as well. So now if I want to do a for loop to loop through, iterate and print it out, I am going to actually copy and I will create this out again. I'm gonna say for a is equal to 0, a is less than, and this is where the magic comes in. Array dot count 8 plus I'm gonna say random is equal to array, and then I go to print line random and just get it quickly put random. So I'm gonna put a trend line in here so we can see the difference. You see now what's happening is it's actually going through my list of numbers and it's printing them out on the side here. So there you have it. That is full for conditional loop. In the next section we're gonna covering for in loops. Please, thank you. Please like and subscribe for more updates.